Continuing on with the sweetness of God, in today's devotional is called Sweet Light, and it's from Ecclesiastes 11, where it says, "Light is sweet, and it pleases the eyes to see the sun." I'd agree with that. I love seeing the sunrise in the morning. Sweetness and joy to see another day and wake up to the sunrise over and over again. Light is indeed sweet and pleasing to the eye. I think it's amusing and cool that God made the sun come up so early that in order to see it, we have to rise from our sleep early. So no sleeping in if you want to see the sunrise. Yet, unless we're made to get up for work or travel, many of us never see the sunrise and never see how sweet the light is. It's also equally cool to me that God set the moon and stars to shine after darkness fully settles in. They're not visible till the daylight's gone, and they're just as pleasing and squeezing to behold, but they don't appear unless darkness surrounds. The two lights in the sky, neither to be observed and enjoyed at our discretion and our timing, but rather His, early in the morning or in the stillness of the dark at night, both reminding us of the sweetness of God. When God told Moses to visit Pharaoh and let the people go, He told him to get up early in the morning. Could it be that observing the sweet light of the sunrise enabled Moses to go with boldness? Dew is visible in the early morning and then it's gone. So if we want to see that glistening fall from the night, we have to rise early in the sweet light of the day. In Mark, we read that Jesus rose early in the morning to pray. There's something about that first light of day that ushers us into the sweetness of His presence. And maybe that's why the psalmist says, "O Lord, in the morning will I direct my prayer and look up," maybe to see the light. It was early morning when the women arrived at the tomb to witness the resurrection. How sweet is that? So back to the verse in Ecclesiastes, light is sweet and it pleases eyes to see the sun. In Habakkuk, it says that His glory covered the heavens and praise filled the earth, and His splendor was like the sunrise. Rays flashed from His hand where His power had been hidden. There's this place called the Painted Desert. I don't know if you've been there, but we drove through it once on vacation with our kids, and when we first arrived, it was the dullest landscape ever, just brown and not anything to behold. And all of a sudden, the clouds parted and the sun began to shine across this landscape. It moved across this desert, and the light and the color that came actually made us all gasp at the brilliance of the color, the painted desert, the sweetness before our eyes. This desert in Arizona is known for its brilliant and varied colors, but only when the light sweeps across it, the sweet light from above. Here's a description you can find on the web about the Painted Desert. Colorful sediments of bentonite clay and sandstone stacked in elegant layers feed off the setting Arizona sun in an ever-changing display of colorful splendor. They feed off the sun. Isn't that cool? Light is sweet, and it pleases the eyes to see the sun. The sweetness of God, the sunrise of the day, mixes with the landscape of the earth where we live and plod along in our mundane lives. And that muddy clay earth on which we walk feeds off the sweetness of the sun and provides gasping color that is pleasing to our eyes. It's the reaction of the clay of the earth with the sun in the sky that causes drivers to pause and take pictures in the Painted Desert. I love that. Light is sweet and pleasing to the eye when observed in its glory as it rises in the morning, but when that same light sweeps across the earth and interacts with the dullness below, it provides brilliance and colors that weren't there before. And that's sweet, the kind that is pleasing and satisfying and fulfilling to behold again and again. Sweetness to the eyes.